Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Plymouth Regional High School for today's Division III dual meet between the Bobcats of Plymouth Regional High School and the Spartans of White Mountain Regional High School. Hello, everyone. I'm Dan Salzer, joined by my partner this evening, Matt Friend. And at this time, Matt, we're going to turn it over to the public address announcer for the cross-mat introductions and the national anthem.
All right, always good part of the meet.
Good evening. Welcome to Plymouth Regional NHI AA Division III wrestling meet between the visiting White Mountain Spartans and your Plymouth Bobcats. We at Plymouth Regional High School and the NHI AA understand what an honor it is for student athletes to represent their schools and towns. Please, let's be positive in every aspect of this meet, sportsmanship from the players, coaches, and fans. Positive cheering only, and respect by everyone is expected for the official work in tonight's meeting. In case of an emergency, spectators are asked to leave the gym to the closest emergency exit. Emergency exits are located at each end of the gym. Thank you, and enjoy tonight's meeting. Now let's meet tonight's matches. For White Mountain at 106, Noah Duke. For the Bobcats, Charlie Como. At 113 for the Bobcats, Jason McAllister. At 120 for White Mountain, John Austin. And for the Bobcats, James Philibin. At 126 for White Mountain, Tristan White. For Plymouth, Trevor Ranlett. At 132 for White Mountain, Caden Cunnington. And for the Bobcats, Joe Cleary. At 138 for White Mountain, Jaden Bashaw. For Plymouth, J.C. Gama. At 145 for White Mountain, Luke Polio. And for Plymouth, Hunter Lassard. At 152 for White Mountain, Will Rutherford. And for the Bobcats, Griffin Smith. At 160 for the Bobcats, Cole Johnston. At 170 for the Bobcats, Nolan Farina. At 182 for White Mountain, Dominic Berry. For the Bobcats, Alex Hamill. At 195 for White Mountain, Paul Kleinschrott. For the Bobcats, Nate Borger. At 220 for the Bobcats, Troy Johnson. And at heavyweight for White Mountain, Nick Hatfield. And for the Bobcats, Ethan McDonald. Your referee for tonight's meet is Mr. Ethan Tarbell.
right, welcome back, everybody, as we will not have the national anthem. And we're going to start with the 120 weight class, as it'll be James Philbin for Plymouth taking on John Austin of White Mountains as we are underway. And one of the matches you were looking forward to tonight, Matt, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I just want to see how John Austin was able to compete this year. He's definitely one of the top wrestlers in this state. He was a state champion last year at the Meet of Champions, so he is a competitor across all divisions. So this is going to be a tough match for Mr. Philbin.
Quick takedown 2 there for Austin. In control at the moment. Down to 90 seconds left here in the first period.
Yeah, he's working him hard on the mat. Definitely got that strong, tight waist and trying to sink in a bar right now. But he's definitely keeping the pressure with that quick takedown and trying to see what he can work with from top.
Minute 10 left so far in the first. And what does Philbin need to do to get out of this off the bottom?
Well, he needs to, stay calm, try to get his hand control, and he got to his feet. The first step is going to be hopefully a quick stand-up, get back to position, and work his takedown.
And out of bounds with 1:01 left in the first. So back to referee's position for the first time here tonight. Touch up, and we're back underway. Good quick shot there by Austin to keep Philbin down.
Definitely working that tight waist, and he's looking for, at this angle, it looks like a bar, but he's got that really strong tight waist, and I think he's working all angles yet. Nothing there yet.
Close to a near fall. Nice job by Philbin to get back to his stomach.
Looks like he's got that bar, and he's going to work through.
Philbin doing well, rolling over. He's got to be careful. It's a near fall here at the moment for Austin. 2 is the count. Philbin doing well, keeping his shoulders off. Again, 2-second count here in high school. And there's the fall. And quickly, 6-0 lead for White Mountains.
Yeah, that was a tough match. I mean, Philbin, he's a sophomore, but, that's a tough match. Anytime you're going up against the state champion and Mr. Austin over there, he is an aggressive wrestler. That's kind of his style, and that's what's been successful for him.
Bring up the 126 weight class, and Trevor Ranlett for Plymouth Regional against Tristan White.
Ranlett's been wrestling for Mr. Cleary for the past few years. He's a junior this year, and I believe he started out as a freshman. He's had some pretty good wins under Mr. Cleary. And he is up a weight class for this match. I think a lot of Plymouth guys are up a weight.
Looking at it right now, White Mountains really getting aggressive early on, trying to take the attack to the defending state champions.
That is kind of their style. Not a lot of finesse, but they are aggressive, and they try to outwork their opponents.
Good work by Ranlett there to escape out of that one. Again, no points yet. Good shot taken there by White. Doesn't connect, though.
Yeah, he's working that front head. He's definitely, looks like he works on a throw by. Almost got it.
Takedown 2 there for White. Nice job getting around. Look at his speed.
Yeah, he was definitely trying to counter. Ranlett was coming in for the shots, and he was looking for that throw by with that front head. You knew he was looking for that. He felt comfortable in that position. We'll see what he does on top.
2-0 the score. Minute 2 left here in the first period of the 126 weight class. White
so he's
keeping those legs up.
Yeah, that was kind of his go-to, go right to the ankle, tight waist ankle, and able to keep him down, prevent him from standing up. And now he's trying to work that tight waist near wrist.
Ranlett trying to get back to his feet. Shuffling well to prevent getting thrown right back down to the mat. 35 seconds left in the first.
Near side cradle here.
White trying to roll him over onto his back. Ranlett doing well, getting back to his feet. Trying to extend the upper body. And gets no advantage yet, no escape yet. White still in control.
We got an escape point there. So we got 14 seconds.
Did they grant it? I don't think they granted it.
Oh,
they didn't.
No.
Close.
Oh. with 14 seconds. I don't know why they want to do an alternative start here. We'll see. Maybe he'll just go right back down to the front head. Yep. Got to be careful there.
Don't normally see that called for the alternative start, but good work around the head.
Yeah, it seems like he's really comfortable with that Brands. With 14 seconds left, instead of holding him down, he was working right for that pin. So, real aggressive call. And they're going for it. I think White Mountains knows they need to get some of those bonus points if they want to stay in this match with the forfeits they have tonight.
Again, there are 4 forfeits.
So I would expect he's going to come right out front and do the front headlock with that alternative start. And sure enough, he does. Takes a chin. See if Ranlet has a wherewithal to kind of peel that off and get his one at least.
So how can you break that high headlock?
I mean, if you can anticipate it, hopefully get that wrist control and kind of shrug out of there, that'd be the best. And definitely try to face him. From here, he wants to work stand up. Or just keep moving, keep moving. He's giving up some weight, so definitely want to keep moving because the size, there's definitely a disadvantage there.
Ranlet back to his feet. Stall warning here.
Yeah, you know, White, he's hanging around the legs. He's keeping them down, but not really working for too much other than that front Brands.
Still a 2-0 lead in favor of White at the moment in the second period with 1:09 remaining.
We'll see if he does that alternative start, if they'll want to break him down from here.
So going back to normal. Really working the waist.
Yeah.
1 minute left now in the second period.
Working cradle here and then jumping back, nothing there. I mean, doing a good job keeping the pressure, and he's working armbar right there. He's trying to circle, and if he's
nearly, he's got Ranlet on his back.
Ooh.
It's a near fall, and then there's a fall. So
wow.
Starting this duel, 2 quick falls in favor of White Mountains.
And it seemed like that's what White was determined to do, is get those pins. I mean, that's what he's looking for. Maybe they knew that they needed to get those bonus points for this match to stay competitive with Plymouth, especially giving up a lot of different weight classes. I think 3 forfeits tonight by White Mountain. So
as we move to the 132 weight class, is going to be Joe Cleary for Plymouth Regional taking on Caden Cunnington.
Yeah, and Joe's coming up a weight too. He's one of the top wrestlers. Last year, Joey was a D3 state champ, and he's going 32 tonight. We'll see how he does up a weight. Going for a quick shot. Would have been nice to see him set it up a little bit better.
Goes for that one leg shot on the right leg of Cunnington. Doesn't connect. And quickly a 12-0 overall lead for the Spartans. Here's Clearly again going for the one-legged shot. Has it, goes 2, stands him up and throws him down for the takedown 2.
Yeah, that's textbook double leg. Centering it out, put him right. And he was looking to get some back points there, but not able to get it this time, but that was a beautiful double leg.
First lead in any bout this evening for the Bobcats. Still working that shoulder, still trying to get that arm bar and roll him over by the looks of things. Just not enough strength there.
No. He's going to work that cradle right there. And he's doing a good job keeping the pressure, even though he's giving up a little bit of weight, a little bit of strength. You know, he's definitely keeping the pressure and using, his speed to his advantage, trying a few different things, but again, keeping that pressure.
Under a minute left here in the first period. 2-0 in favor of Cleary.
It looks like, called him out of bounds, but it looked like he had that far bar. So it would have been nice to see if he could have done something with it, but we'll start in the center.
And a quick call there for out of bounds too. Quick start. Cunnington finds himself rolled over.
Looks like he was trying to work for a Granby, but Joe just stayed right with him. He's got that bottom wrist. And just keeping the pressure.
Still attacking aggressively, so no worry about a stall warning here. 25 seconds left in the first period. Cunnington has a chance of rolling Cleary over, but Cleary strong on the back.
Yeah, and he threw in some double boots, and now he's trying to power half, see if he can get some back points here. If he just punches that right to the mat.
Cleary's got to be careful. It's dangerous for him as well.
Yeah. I mean, he's
Close.
not known as a late ready, but yeah, he's keeping that pressure, scissoring the body.
Oh, and saved by the horn. A near fall, too, in favor of Cleary as time expires. So 4-0 at the end of the first period. Nearly a fall there. Matt, are you impressed with how Cleary's wrestling here, upper class?
I am. You know, he's definitely capable of doing a lot of good things. I don't know how many. I don't think he's even had a match this year, so this might be in his first match. There's been, you know, a couple forfeits in some of the meets they've gone to. They had a tournament that was canceled, so this is his first test. You know, and sometimes, you know, your first match, you don't know like how you're gonna do, how you're gonna do one of these lights. But going up a weight is always tough because you're giving, no matter who you are, you're giving up some strength, some size, and he's doing well, you know. So we'll see how he does in the third period, because there's definitely a difference between endurance in a live match compared to the practice room.
Cunnington gets the escape point, so it's 4-1 in favor of Cleary now.
That was a good reshot. Joe shot on him, didn't success, and Cunningham just came right in for him. And Joe, with those strong hips, able to whip him right there.
Takedown 2 for Cleary, 6-1, and it's some near fall points coming.
And he's got that. Oh. Yeah, so technical violation. He looked like he locked his hands around the head, didn't have the arm. Unfortunately, he had that tight. So, but one good thing about Joe is he's got some great hips. You know, a lot of times when I had him in middle school, when I was his wrestling coach, he would be able to toss kids with just a great hip toss. Even on some of those doubles, just kind of whip through with that chin whip.
So it's a near fall and then the point. So it's 9-3 right now, and another near fall here for Cleary.
Able to suck him back with that chin. Cunningham was out of position, and Joe took advantage of just sucking him right back to his shoulders. And we'll see what Joe can capitalize here. He's got plenty of time.
Down to 40 seconds left in the second, and a near fall 3 is the call. Clearly just can't get enough pressure on the shoulders for the fall.
Again, he feels comfortable throwing those boots, and he's working that power half. Hopefully, just got to be careful here, and there he rolled through. There we go.
Nice rotation. Clearly trying to work on that right shoulder, try to bring it down. It's a near fall 3 again. 10 seconds left. Can he get the fall here in the second period? It's so close. That's a problem going up a weight class here. Is just not enough strength as time expires once again. It'll be another near fall 3, and it's 15-3 at the end of 2.
And we'll see what Joey wants to do. If he gets another near fall, that's the end of the match, and they'll win by technical fall.
Again, technical falls, 15 points.
So it looks like Joe's opting to stay on his feet, maybe work a takedown, and he gets another near fall. We'll see what he wants to do. But this is where you can't relax. I mean, there's been plenty of wrestlers in the sport that have been close to a near fall, relaxed, and then in this sport, pin loses the match. And here we go.
And the takedown 2 here. 1 point needed at 17-3. A nice attack there, and the two-legged shot finally connects as they will roll out of play. Now it's down to 1 point for Cleary for the technical fall. Minute 35 left here in the third period.
Oh, he's throwing in some boots. Gonna work that power half again, see if he can turn him here and end the match with 5 points for the team.
He's working on it.
Well, hopefully work for a pin. We'll see what happens.
He's come close twice at the end of the first 2 periods, just ran out of time.
He looks like he's got that 2-on-1. He'll want to try to put it on that back, but he's coming up, so he's gonna come right back behind, throw those boots in.
Down to a minute left here in the third. Cleary takes a look at the clock, and we're gonna have a stalemate by the looks of things. Nope.
Oh, he's gonna want to start right on his feet, give him the point. And 2 here, that's the match. Again, can't relax.
So it's 17-4. 48 seconds, shot by Cunnington.
See if
Cleary defends well. Goes for the shot again. We'll reset here with 40 seconds left.
All right. I don't know if Joe's thinking about what kind of takedown he wants to do, or playing it safe. There we go. Nice reshot. Just can't finish. Got to be careful here. Watch that cradle. Oh, right to the back.
And a takedown 2 for Cunnington and a reverse 2.
There you go. He was just out of position, and Joe capitalized, able to switch his hips around and cut that corner. Good job by Joey going up a weight and getting that tech fall. So Plymouth's got 5 points on the board for team points to White Mountain's 12.
Good work there as we move to 138. And it's going to be J.C. Gomer for the Bobcats going up against Jaden. Trying to see our notes here in the dock. It'll be Vashu.
All right. And Gomer, another sophomore, had a very successful freshman year last year. He was runner-up in the D3 state championship. But again, he's going up a weight, so we'll see how he does wrestling up a weight.
Again, both schools come in 1-0 in duels this season.
Very good, and it's good to see White Mountain squad. Their numbers are higher than normal. You know, it's good to see some of these smaller schools have good high numbers and some really quality wrestling.
Gomer coming out with a quick shot and doesn't connect though. So now we see the last 2 bouts, Plymouth coming out aggressively on their own.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, you know, when you're wrestling. Great double leg, good finish.
Get the takedown.
Yeah.
Looks like we're going to have a takedown 2 here with that arm going down for Vasha.
Excellent. Yeah, JC, another aggressive wrestler. He's slowly worked on his technique, but I had him again in middle school, and you can always count on him going to every single match, going about the same way. He wants to be the winner, and he's going to do everything he can. So under Coach Cleary's tutelage, got a little extra technique and continue to be an aggressive wrestler.
Good work there on the side of the mat by Gomer, trying to get Vashu back to the mat. So they will end up out of play. Minute 22 left here in the first. Quickly, Vashu back to his feet.
Good
and a
lift.
nice lift and throw. Really impressed with how Gomer's come out here in the first period.
Absolutely, yeah. Like I said, he's an aggressive wrestler. He uses that to his advantage, and right now he's done a great job reversing. Oh, almost had that kind of switched around, kind of reverse, like arm behind the back, and roll through, trying to work near fall here. It would be nice if he elevated the legs, but he's throwing in some boosts. We'll see what he can do with it.
It always worries me on that roll there that they throw themselves in such a vulnerable position for the fall against them.
Yeah, anytime you go through that roll, you definitely got to commit to it. You can't go half-heartedly, and because there's definitely guys that can anticipate that and catch you. And he's able to successfully get that 2-on-1 throw across the back. We'll see what he does with it.
Near the edge of the mat again, down to 20 seconds left in the first.
Trying to pull him in, see if he can kind of set him up.
Gomer
He's got that angle. He can hopefully keep working it. Oh.
They say they're out.
That's unfortunate. Seems like they're calling it out a little bit. I'm not sure.
It's early, in my opinion. I mean, coming from the college level and seeing it over.
Yeah, you know, college, you know, same thing when I wrestle in college, like any part of your body in the circle, they're going to let it go. Definitely makes the action more exciting, but might be a little bit different here in high school.
Down to the final 3 seconds here in the first. And we'll ride it out here as Gomer will go to the second with a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, I'm seeing some good things from Gomer. You know, like I said, he's going up a weight, but he's keeping the pressure, and he's keeping the pace. So hopefully he keeps that pace the entire match. You know, it doesn't get sloppy. And
Gomer decides to go neutral. He gives a shot there.
yeah.
Puts himself vulnerable, though.
Able to catch that leg. He was very fortunate. Didn't set it up the best. Kind of shot in on that, but able to capitalize.
Still no control, and finally a takedown, too, for Gomer. He's got a 4-0 lead.
Yeah, he was able to get something out of that. I was surprised, but he hung on that leg, and his aggression kind of and that intensity, you know, benefited him. He kept with that leg and finished it through. So he's got that bar and a half. Now we'll see. I don't know if he's still got that bar. Now he's looking to run. He's got
close.
He's circling that. I think maybe the size of his opponent's kind of preventing him from really keeping that pressure to return that, get that angle and cut that corner, get that near fall. But
can we see Vashu really pushing out his right leg, preventing that momentum from flipping him over?
right.
Coming up on a minute left here in the second period, 4-0 lead here in the 138 weight class for Calmer.
Still hanging on to that bar, keeping the pressure. You know, Calmer's wrestling a good match. Looks like he's got that half. Oh, goes switches right to a cradle. Running that head. Hasn't secured it yet. We'll see. I think there we go.
Calmer trying to get him over. Vashu's now on his back. First near fall in the 138 class. 27 seconds left here in the second. And a near fall 3, if I'm not mistaken, and it is.
It looks like 3, yeah.
A 7-0 lead. So we'll have a whistle for headgear that came off of Vashaw.
Yeah, Calmer did a good job transitioning, working while something wasn't there, and he saw the knee close to the head and just tried to go in right for that cradle. Good job recognizing that and capitalizing.
Back to referee's position. They'll touch up, and Calmer showing his strength there.
Good tight waist, breaking him down. Still working that, trying to work those bars. You know, he's a long, lengthy kid, so anytime, you usually can expect him to work tight waist bars. He's got those long arms for leverage. Really put the pressure on, and he does a good job taking advantage of his length.
2 seconds, as that will do it for the second. Good start here for Calmer. Again, it's throwing me off seeing it for the first time in high school where you have the 2 pieces. It's like the basketball uniform. I wonder, is that, from a coaching standpoint in middle school, is that kind of a hindrance to wrap up and to grab and go into the cradle, or is it kind of a non-factor?
It's really a non-factor. I mean, this is relatively new, but, you know, it's just like when you wrestle in practice. You got these fighter shorts, they're nice compression shorts. It doesn't really prevent you or from really doing much of anything because you can grab a singlet just the same. And in a middle school perspective, I think it's going to help in the long run because kids, MMA is such a popular sport now, and they see the fighter shorts. And kids that, particularly in the middle school age, that might not be a fan of the spandex singlet might gravitate more to the 2-piece.
Nice takedown for Calmer there after a spinneroo. We get a potentially dangerous call here against Calmer. Minute 22 left in the third, 9-0 lead for J.C. Calmer. Panthers again, or the Bobcats trying to close down this gap. Again, they do have four technical, or whatever you want to call it. I'm going to try to give them, the forfeits. There's the words I'm looking for. In their pocket, but still.
Yeah, you know, White Mountains came off to an early lead, and Plymouth, they're always looking to get those bonus points and, you know, get some individual success. It's always nice to get some pins under your belt, but if you're smart and you're working for the pin, that's definitely the goal. But
Calmer trying to go for that one here, though, just can't get Vashu onto his back.
Yeah. But those forfeits are definitely going to be a huge factor in the team score at the end.
40 seconds left here in the third. How can Calmer beat Vashu with his length, with his legs, and how mobile he is down low?
Well, like in this top position, I think like using his length to put the pressure on that tight waist. I mean, keeping the pressure, really cranking on like a gut wrench really helps. And believe it or not, it takes a lot out of the other guy. When you use your length, and I'm the same way. I'm more of a lengthy wrestler. I want to dig that shoulder in, kind of take all the air out of from up top, and that's a huge benefit for the longer wrestlers to kind of keep that pressure and keep working that tight waist and able to sneak in for bars. So he's done a great job of really taking control from the top position the whole match.
So it'll be a major decision, if I'm not mistaken, with a 9-0 victory. It's Plymouth State, or it's Plymouth Regional. I'm going to call Plymouth State all night from being at the college. Our producer, Andrew Fenn, looking at me funny. But a nice pickup there of another 4 points, so it's 12-9 in favor of White Mountains. So it'll bring us to the 145 weight class, and be Lazard there against Bolio.
This should be a good match. I think this is their captain, if I'm not mistaken. He's had a successful year, so upperclassman for White Mountains. He'll start going up a weight. We'll see how he does.
And Hunter Lazard, not as aggressive as the last 3 bouts for Plymouth Regional.
Yeah. Lazard is definitely more of a finesse wrestler. You know, he's trained a lot in the off season, and so we'll see how he does against a bigger opponent. But Lazard, D3 champ last year, so he's got really quality wrestler.
A lot of quick speed up high between both of these wrestlers early on. Lazard thought about going for the shot there.
Yeah, they might just feeling each other out. You know, do a little bit of hand fighting, see what's there, see what they can, instead of kind of diving in for those shots, especially Lazard, who's going up against a bigger and obviously very strong opponent.
Great takedown. Are they going to count it?
Oh, man.
They're not going to count it. Tough one there. Lazard, great defense, preparing for that shot, just throwing his feet back enough to counterattack quickly. But what impresses me the most right now, Matt, is Lazard's ability to change the elevation.
Right. Yeah, good level change, anticipation. So we called it out of bounds. It could be questionable. We'll see.
Is Lazard going to return it for the hip toss? There he gets it for the takedown, too.
He's got the 2. He gave him the 2.
Still in control, technically. Nice job there by the official, and Eaton Tarball recognizing the control for Lazard.
Yeah, he was able to kind of, you know, stay with that little fury after getting the 2 and keep the takedown.
21 seconds left here in the first. 2-0 lead for Lazard as they'll be whistled out of bounds. I mean, everyone here inside the gymnasium thinks Lazard has been robbed of that first takedown.
Yeah, you know, I mean, it was kind of a tactic call. We were pretty close to the line, but that's how he's calling it tonight. You know, so I guess going forward, if you're looking at, you know, some of those takedowns and near falls, knowing where you are and trying to work to the center. And try to use it to your advantage. If you get taken down, maybe kind of creep your way towards that line and hopefully not get that reversal, just like Lazard did.
Tarbell's been calling it consistently all evening. 6 seconds left here in the first.
Oh, watch the head. He's looking for that.
As the first will come to an end. Close one there.
Yeah, Lazard, definitely watch out. He was looking for that. His head was kind of hanging there, so something to make sure to be aware of on top going forward. So still a close match.
So White Mountains will.
Looks like, I don't know if they defer to Plymouth. Plymouth's going to start on his feet.
Putting one, are we calling that an escape point now?
I don't know if they actually put some points on the team points.
Yeah, the team points have it at 13-9, which is supposed to be 12-9.
Okay, so it's 2-1. Yeah, they want to give the escape to the White Mountains.
So we'll start back in neutral. So what you see on the scoreboard is actually incorrect overall, as it's now been changed back to 12-9. So we start the second. They lock up once again. Lazard doing well, pulling Bolio down to the mat.
Looks like had a front head, but kind of gave up on that. Didn't see anything there.
And a lot more subdued this second period versus the first.
Yeah, still feeling it out. Hunter probably felt the strength from going on some of those shots up against his bigger opponent. So being careful in there, looking for a throw there again. I think Hunter feels pretty confident with that.
Lazard doing well defending, seeing those shots coming from Bolio. Bolio showing his speed. Down to a minute. Lazard goes for the shot on this right leg. Can't connect with it. They're tied up in the middle of the mat with 52 seconds left. And we're going to have a stall warning here against White Mountains.
Yeah, Hunter's definitely being aggressive. He's being more the aggressive wrestler, you know, trying some different things, taking the shots. Had a beautiful shot in there, just wasn't able to finish. But I think if Hunter keeps the pressure on, keeps wearing out his opponent, you know, he should be in pretty good shape if he keeps wrestling smart. And there we go.
Still working the heads right now with 31 seconds left in the second. 2-1 lead in favor of Lassard. The Bobcats still down by 3 overall. Locking up here, Lassard falls to his knees with 10 seconds left. Shot here, great defense.
Watch that throw.
Lassard trying to throw him on his back as time looks by, no takedown.
Very fortunate there. I mean, it's tough to, I mean, he's had success with tosses, but anytime you go up against a bigger opponent, you know, you got to be real careful there. I would continue to hopefully, I mean, his opponent seems a little more gas, so hopefully kind of keep working the pressure with Lassard, you know, keep, and just know how to win these close matches.
Lassard will choose the down position to start the third. Trying to get the escape point here early on. Maybe getting the reversal too if he can throw his shoulders over. Beaulieu's still in control technically.
Trying to swim out.
Beaulieu's still in control. Lassard finds himself in trouble.
He's able to pop his hips, so if he can kind of swim that shoulder through, we should see a reversal here.
Minute 25 left here in the third. Still a 2-1 lead for Lassard. Beaulieu still in control. And now we get a reversal too. And it's 4-1 Lassard.
Hunter did a great job of just hopping his hips over with those legs and eventually able to get enough, you know, swim out. Beaulieu will try to hang on by keeping that pressure, but eventually Lassard able to pop right out, get that reversal.
Under a minute left. Lassard trying to get that arm bar.
So Lassard's thought about throwing some legs in, then thought better of it, and coming on the feet. Now again, want to be careful here. It's still a close match. Don't want to give up a takedown, but definitely don't want to give up those feet to back throws.
And it gives up that escape point, so it's 4-2, so that takedown would tie things up. 30 seconds left in the third.
Biggest thing is, you know, stay, there we go, nice.
Trying to get the reverse, trying to get the takedown, and gets it. Nice throw there by Lassard.
Yeah, did a great job setting that up, you know, kind of stiff-armed him and letting his opponent push into him, and he just did a great pass by.
Lassard just has to ride this one out. And in the second stall warning against Beaulieu, so it's 7-2.
Great, smart match by Lassard.
So unnecessary roughness. So 1 point goes back to Beaulieu. 7-4, we're going to start a neutral. As that will do it. As Plymouth Regional close the gap down. So it should be 4 points, so it's going to be the decision, so it should be 12-12 overall, and it is. Bring up the 152 weight class in Griffin Smith, where the Bobcats will take on Will Rutherford.
All right, we'll see how Griffin does. Griffin, another really aggressive wrestler. I think he's working on his technique the last few years, and we'll see how he does tonight. Again, captain of the team, great person in practice, just goes harder than anybody else. Same thing in a match.
Again, is he another one that's come up through the ranks with you in middle school?
He sure has. He started with me, I believe, yeah, 5th grade, yeah. And again, ever since I had him, he was one of the most aggressive and intense wrestlers that's been on the team.
What comes out quickly, gets a takedown too on the double leg shot before they go out of play.
and also just a great kid, just real positive kid.
152, Will Rutherford.
And had the half, but he went right back around, or right back behind. Didn't really capitalize with that half. So we'll see. Looks like he's got a little, kind of a.
It's got that left wrist.
Doing a roll through, just able to break him down. We'll see if he can kind of work from there now that his opponent's flat. Half's right there.
Minute 10 left here in the first period of the 152 weight class. Again, we started at 120 this evening before we'll rotate all the way through to the 113 to finish off.
Looks like he's working for the bar, coming out to the side. Now he's going to run it. If he can just hop his hips over and just kind of cut through, there you go, sit through.
He's got him over on his back. It's a near fall coming. And the fall right there quickly in the first. Smith gets 6 more points for the Bobcats.
Yeah, look at, just took a little longer for Griffin to decide what he wanted to do. But finally when he decided he was going to go for that bar, and he committed and able to get that quick pin.
So we're going to have 2 forfeits in a row. So Cole Johnson will take the 160 weight class for Plymouth Regional, and Nolan Ferrara will take the 170 weight class.
Yeah, unfortunate. You know, would have been good to see these guys wrestle. It's too bad. You know, and that's kind of, you see that a lot in D3. Unfortunately, some of these smaller schools that can't fill a whole roster. But Plymouth's done a good job for a number of years, making sure that they have not only their whole weight spots filled, but 2 and 3 wrestlers deep.
Again, Nolan Farrar will take the 170 after what's going to be another forfeit by White Mountains, which will move us to the 182 weight class, as it'll be Alex Hamill for Plymouth Regional taking on Dominic Berry. And we do have someone.
Oh, I don't know if they bumped him up.
They must have. I don't know who. We don't have it on our weigh-in sheet here. We'll have a
so we'll see if
talk at the table at the moment.
We'll see if they bump Nolan up to, I don't know if this is 170. I didn't think there was a 70-pounder.
Well, we don't have anyone for White Mountains, but Ferrara's going to wrestle someone. We'll get the call from the table in a second.
I wonder if they bumped him up to 82.
Farina doing well getting a takedown.
Farina, captain for the team, great leader. And Nolan's one of the 3 wrestlers that started out as a freshman, and Mr. Cleary, Coach Cleary and Coach Austin have done a great job. They're well known for taking some of these freshmen, these high school freshmen, and turning them by the time they're juniors, seniors into state champions, which is not easy to do today with all the feeder programs and all the club teams.
So it's Curdine, if I'm not mistaken, from the PA announcement. Another takedown, 2 for Farina. I apologize for calling his name wrong earlier.
Yeah, that was just a nice setup to an ankle pick and capitalizing, covering.
Farina working on that back, trying to roll him over.
Got to be careful there. Able to roll right through, seeing if he can get some near fall points, but safely able to roll right through, and we'll see if he tries to do a similar thing once he. Yeah.
Already down to 34 seconds in the first, and an escape point for Curdine. It's 4-2. Can you wonder if White Mountains is throwing someone in there to avoid another 6 points against them?
Yeah, I'm not sure if they had somebody in the JV spot or somebody they wanted to bump around, but it's always good, regardless, to see some competition. Another ankle pick, another far ankle pick, and he just set it up beautifully.
Great takedown for another 2 points for Farina. Time expires, 6-2. The score in favor of Plymouth Regional in the 182 weight class after 1.
White Mountains. I don't know if they deferred or no. They chose in the bottom position.
So Farina will wrap up and touch up. We're back underway to start the second. Farina's almost struggling a little bit with that arm bar to try to get that over the back.
Yeah, you know, let's not be working, depending on who the opponent is. Might not be giving it up as easily as he might like, and so going right for a headlock. All right.
It's the takedown. It's going to be a near fall coming if we start getting the count.
He's got that pretty tight. And
it's not over 90 yet. Looks like it's going to be a near fall 3 once we get the call, unless he gets the actual pin. 1:26 left. Farina still working on that right shoulder of Kurdeen.
He's got plenty of time, so he might try to readjust.
Still roll out, so a near fall 3.
And very quickly, the score is 11-3.
And Kurdeen did get another escape in the first.
Sice opt for boots this time, throwing in single leg and trying to work that cross face.
Bren working back up high again towards the shoulders, trying to roll Kurdeen over. Looks like Kurdeen's just got a good base for him on the bottom.
Yeah, and he's got good movement, you know, preventing to really work from one, you know, moving enough to prevent Nolan from sticking with one move.
Farina still working on the back, down to 31 seconds left in the second. So they wrestle back to the middle of the mat. And another escape point for Kurdeen. Again, a late addition's working hard here in the 182.
We'll see if Nolan can get another quick takedown. He might be looking for that setup to an ankle pick, but
goes for the one-legged shot.
able to.
No control yet, no control.
Oh, there it is.
Spins around. Looks like he's got it. He does get the takedown too as time expires to end the second. It's 13-4.
We'll see if Nolan will, we'll see what happens this period. I think they're going to choose neutral, yep, because he's having a lot more success on his feet, setting it up, whether it's that ankle pick or even an ankle pick to a shot. You know, he's having a lot more success on his feet than the top position.
We start the third. And scoreboard has it as 30-12. A little premature here, or correction, no, they are going to give.
Oh, from the forfeit.
Yep, from the forfeit to the 170, so Farina moves up.
I don't know, Farina wasn't really anticipating that shot, so but able to get a stalemate and kind of hold him off. We'll see if he's a little more alert and see if he can get a takedown, a couple takedowns this period.
Goes to show as much as we prepare with the weigh-ins are here.
Oh, yeah.
Everything can change the last second.
Absolutely. And some coaches are known to, you know, might be throw out two wrestlers in the introductory scene. So to keep you guessing on who the person's going to wrestle.
Kurdeen doing well working on the upper head. Nice defense there by Farina.
Looks like Nolan's trying to capitalize on him. His opponent kind of settling right there.
Under a minute left here on the 182 weight class. Another attack here, going for two legs. Farina able to get one. He's trying to wrap up the knees, but he has to be careful not to get flipped over himself.
Yeah, his head's kind of caught in between. I don't know if we want to try to stalemate out here or try to suck it in and lift. Oh, able to get his head out and kind of pivot around.
Gets the takedown, 15-4, 30 seconds left. Still working, trying to get the technical fall.
Like
Let's give the escape point.
Hopefully, I don't know if we want to try to get another one in here or kind of settle here for the last 20 seconds.
Goes for the shot and misses.
Yeah, you know, he could do a little bit of job setting that up, shooting from way too far away. He had some pretty easy takedowns in the first and second, so I don't know if
3 seconds. Kurdeen gives a shot. The time will expire, so it'll be a major decision in favor of Plymouth Regional.
Oh, it's good to get an extra match in here. We weren't anticipating that, so.
So we'll move to the 195 weight class. Nate Boger versus, I believe it's Paul Kleinskrot.
Or is this Hamill now?
Is Hamill going to move up to 192 or 195?
Yeah, that's Hamill, I think. Yeah, he's moving up to, what is it, the 182 weight class.
We just had 182 with Ferrara.
Oh, I wonder if they threw in somebody at 170. I don't know.
It's all a mess. The last one has at 182, so we'll get it clarified for you in a second.
Right. High C for Alex. He's got that leg. See if he finishes off the single. Oh, goes right to the double. Good finish.
So they are keeping two 182 weight classes. So it is the original Alex Hamill versus Dominic Berry.
Yeah, I wonder if they had somebody at 170 they threw it in, or maybe they decided to, I don't know. But, hey, we got another match in, which is great.
So that must have been an exhibition there for Farina. Nevertheless.
Right, because I don't think, look at the team score, I don't think the team score changed at all. Maybe
no.
It was an exhibition, so they just kind of threw it in between the meet. But Hamill did a great job of, going right, switching off to that double A, taking him down, and then throws that bar in as soon as his opponent's down.
Hamill quickly with a 2-0 lead. Still working on rotating Barry over. Been really impressed with how the Bobcats have worked the shoulder, worked the upper body area this evening on the Spartans.
Yeah, you can definitely tell they've done a lot of work with bars, a couple different tilts, and the good thing is they're constantly trying different things and applying the pressure. It's not working, switching off to the other thing. Right here, Hamill's wasn't working, went right to a bow and arrow, almost like a cradle, but then decided to kind of just roll him right over.
He's got Barry on his back. Barry gets the fall against him, and a quick fall in favor of Hamill.
Alex definitely is known for pinning. Last year as a junior, he had racked up quite a few pins, and so he's constantly working for those. So let's add another 6 points to the Bobcat team score.
So now we move to the 195 weight class. I think we're back on track. And Nate Boger against Paul Kleinskrot.
Borge is giving up some weight here too. I mean, I think he typically weighs in at 170 pounder. So we'll see how this. We got Kleinskrot here. He's going for the singlet. Nice to see they have some options here. He likes the old school traditional singlet. And Kleinskrot actually, Kleinstrot's father was the old wrestling coach back in my day. Actually, a little bit before my day, back in the mid-'90s, was the White Mountains wrestling coach and had some great success, had some state championship teams.
Kleinskrot gets the takedown too.
So really cool to see, it's still a family thing.
Again, being from up that way and wrestling down here as well in college, if I'm not mistaken, would you say this is kind of a rivalry between White Mountains and Plymouth, or is it just kind of too far away distance-wise up here in the north?
I mean, as far as distance-wise, it's one of the closest competitors. Plymouth's always done for a long period of time. Always done a good job recruiting and having the numbers, whereas White Mountains being a smaller school and not having probably the same amount of community support or support within the school, Plymouth's always been probably a level, or if not 2 levels above White Mountains. But White Mountains has done a great job the last few years building their program, getting some quality opponents. They've always kind of had some really good individuals, but overall as a team probably not on the same level as Plymouth yet. But they definitely have a bright future.
Kleinskrot trying to get the points here, and a fall early on here with 26 seconds left.
Yeah,
gets the first points for the Spartans since the 126 weight class.
Well, yeah, it's been a while since White Mountain got some points. White Mountain's definitely benefited from a pretty experienced wrestler incline stroke, but also, you know, some weight. We'll see. It looks like Troy Johnson is getting a forfeit, unfortunately. Another D3 champ. Real great leader on the team. He's a senior this year, and he's really improved over the last few years.
Bring up the heavyweight and Ethan McDonald taking on Nick Hatford, or Hatfield, my mistake.
Another senior in Ethan.
So after the forfeit, it's 42-18 in favor of the Bobcats. Underway in the heavyweight division.
Heavyweight, Nick Hatfield.
Again, a lot of the times, Matt, you see the arm wrestling happening at this high of a weight class.
Absolutely. You'll see more of the hand fighting just because it is, unless you're a physical specimen, it's not the best idea to just shoot in on somebody's legs.
Well, quickly, McDonald gets the takedown too and the fall. Not even 30 seconds in, and another fall in favor of the Bobcats.
Yeah, like I said, a lot of hand fighting. Ethan able to just kind of bully his head down and capitalize, you know, just from brute strength.
So we move to the 106 class, and it'll be Charlie Como taking on Nate Dietrich.
So this should be a good match. We got a couple experienced wrestlers. Charlie, I mean, both underclassmen just given in the weight class, but has some experience in wrestling. And so Charlie's a freshman this year, wrestling at 106. He's got the 106 spot. And this is a deep weight for Plymouth too. They got 6 wrestlers at 106, and Charlie diving in on an ankle. And his opponent able to just capitalize with a front head, see if they can do anything with it.
It'll be Tekowitz, my apologies, for White Mountains. So underway in the 106, and Charlie just so agile at this weight class.
Yeah, a little different going from heavyweight to here. You know, you'll see a lot more flurry of activity, a lot more shots. It looks like White Mountain's able to hook that ankle, and he's trying to work. Looks like the cradle, but give him the 2.
Como worked aggressively to prevent that takedown, trying to get the escape now.
He's trying to roll that ankle towards his head so he can get that Western or 3/4 Nelson.
Good use of the hip there by Como.
Yeah, Como's able to hip out. We'll see if he can capitalize here. Maybe hook around there, maybe throw a Merkel in there, or we'll see what happens.
Tekowitz still in control. Under a minute left here in the first. Tekowitz 2-0 over Como. And a reversal too.
Got to give it to Charlie here. And we'll see what happens. I think if his opponent pops his head out, he's got to give him the 2 here.
Trying to work the hip, trying to roll Dietrich over. Another reversal too.
Yeah, just an awkward spot. I think it was a little premature giving Como the 2, but still at 2-4. And so he's going right back to work that 3/4 Nelson. And I don't know if he's able to do it. He's working it hard.
He's working on rolling Como over. Como showing his strength in the core. Nice job to get back to his stomach.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that was going for sure, but yeah, Charlie able to fight that off.
Down to 5 seconds left in the first. Tekowitz still in control as time expires.
He's still fighting tough, even on bottom. I'd like to see Charlie set up his shots a little better. I mean, a couple of our guys tonight just kind of shot in with no real setup, and worked for some guys, but in most cases, especially when you get to quality wrestlers, that's not going to work. You can't just dive in a shot like that with no real good setup.
Are you looking for more of the high-low, or just trying to attack a single leg?
Yeah, get some more movement, set that up, instead of just diving off the whistle. And Charlie able to...
No escape. Now we get a reversal too. It's 6-0 to Kuwich.
Yeah, I don't even want to try that.
We'll go with Tekowitz.
Tekowitz. Yeah, he's a real aggressive wrestler tonight, putting that pressure on. But Charlie's a fighter, and you know this match, still it's 6-2.
Como trying to get back to his feet. Getting that wide base. Kuwitz wrapping up that right leg and taking Como right back down to the mat. Is that almost a sacrifice when you get that wide stance and you get propelled up? You're just leaving yourself too exposed to be taken right back down?
It depends on the positioning. I think, his opponent's doing a good job of maintaining control where that really isn't too much of a factor.
Como finds himself in trouble. Near fall here.
We'll see if Charlie can fight out of that, hopefully fight that grip. And as there's 30 seconds here, so he's just got to bust out of that grip.
It's a near fall and still no call yet.
Yeah, as soon as he breaks that grip and retries it, then he can reattempt it again. But lost the grip, now he's giving him the 3 points, so it's 9-2 right now.
Kuwitz showing his strength over Como at the 106 class, under 15 seconds left in the second period. Five seconds left. Como just trying to get through this second and escapes to move on to the third period.
See what they want to do. I don't know if they want to start on the feet. See
They're
if we can
start neutral.
Yeah. While there's not a lot of time here, they're probably looking for Charlie to get a takedown or at least see if he can get a feet-to-back move, because he's definitely not having a lot of success from the bottom position.
Again, he needs to get the fall. He's down by 7. No takedown points yet, and now a takedown for Kuwitz.
Yeah, and he's working that three-quarter Nelson again and really cranking on Charlie's head. Again, would have been nice to see a little bit of a setup from Charlie.
Nevertheless, Bobcats are still going to get 6 more points unless someone comes out of nowhere in the 113. Kuwitz
here.
Working hard, yes, absolutely, Matt.
And he switches off to the cradle. There
Minute 4 left.
Over and only exposed himself here, unfortunately.
So we talked about earlier in this duel is that trying to flip over, you expose yourself for a counter. It's a near fall at the moment for Kuwitz.
And I don't really blame Charlie too much. I'm sure he's a little desperate, being down 11-2, probably trying to make something out of nothing. And he's kind of got to go for broke at certain spots.
Got to be careful not to pick up the technical fall against him. It's 14-2, 30 seconds left in the third. Como's going to get called for a stall, his first warning. 20 seconds left. Como trying to get back to his feet. Kuwitz working aggressively around the neck.
Yeah, I don't know if he's trying to also try to get those bonus points because his, help out with the team race here.
5 seconds left, a near fall here. 1 second.
So game 3 at the end, I think they're going to get 5 as a team point with technical fall.
It is, it's 15, so it is a technical fall. Great work there by Kuwitz.
Yeah, it was great right at the end to go for the end. A lot of times wrestlers are not aware of the situation. They might just coast out the last 10 seconds. He had the smarts to, get an extra near fall, and now that improved the score, to 5 instead of 4. Yeah, you called it. Looks like there is. Oh, hold on a second. Maybe an exhibition match.
Yeah, we're gonna have an exhibition, but Jason McAllister is gonna pick up the win and the forfeit at the 113. So Plymouth Regional should finish this off with a 54-23 victory.
And it looks like a different singlet. I don't know. And a lot of times, some of these small schools up in the state that might practice that don't have a wrestling program. And I don't know if this is the case, but they might practice with a team in the area, but compete for their own school. Gotcha. So I don't know if this is the case. He's obviously wearing he's wearing a red singlet, which are not the colors of White Mountain. So, for example, he might wrestle for profile, but practice with the White Mountain team over at their facility.
No call from the PA table as whichever wrestler it is, has lost his headgear, but wrestling continue. McAllister gets the takedown 2 moments ago. Still looking here for the fall. Nearly gets his opponent onto his back. Has a near fall, points. Now rotates over to his opponent. Gotta be careful about the counter. It's a good scrappy bout here at 113.
Yeah, you know, all over the place. Looks like I don't know if the wrestler's got a little bit of MMA or jiu-jitsu experience, because he's definitely trying to pull him on top, almost like work guard, but not going to help him out in a wrestling match. But hey, look, able to kind of flip him over here.
Near fall 3 for McAllister. Wrestlers back to their feet.
And he's going to try to flip him over here, and wow, looks like he's able to kind of take advantage of the situation.
And a reversal too. McAllister finds himself in trouble. He's got a 5-2 lead. No count yet, unless there's a count of near fall 3 that we're waiting on. I haven't seen the official in Tarbell give any indication. 20 seconds left in this exhibition. And it is going to be a near fall 3 in a second. Good work by McAllister to get back to his stomach.
So it looks like we got a tight match with the last few seconds in this period. So just a lot of scrambling around, and looks like, hey, got a reversal. Did he call it? No, nothing at the end.
Oh, close there. McAllister working hard in the first.
You know, this is where a little bit of experience comes in. Some of these flurry activities, you want to be real careful exposing yourself, and I think both wrestlers are kind of trying a little funk, and some of it worked, some of it didn't work.
End of the second. So McAllister will be on top. Start the period. Touch up, we're underway.
Oh, look, call him quickly for a full Nelson. I mean, he was switching right there. Some officials are, you know, more forgiving than others if it's a quick switch, but he called him for the full and gave him the point. And able to really snake around. I don't even.
So reversal 2 for McAllister's opponent. And again, we apologize. We don't have the name of the wrestler up here.
Or even if he is, in fact, a White Mountains wrestler, but
Spartans going to claim him as their own there.
Yeah, they definitely got a lot
cheering.
of support. But we'll see what's going on here. It's almost like a spladle sort of type move, but didn't really work out for him, and McAllister's going to take advantage of that.
McAllister with a reversal 2, has the near fall coming and gets the pin. McAllister worked hard for him in the second, but gets the fall with 1:31 left.
Well, I'll tell you what, it was an exciting match. It was going back and forth, and you know, you never knew who's gonna be on top any given second. So I think with experience too, both these wrestlers, you know, they got a lot of heart. They'll be able to. And I guess that's the match, unless they have some exhibitions towards the end.
Looks like that is going to do it. We don't have anyone else on our sheet. Lights come back on here inside the gymnasium, but so it looks like Plymouth Regional will come away with a 54-23 victory and improve to 2-0 in duels this season. As White Mountains Regional High School, the Spartans fall to 1-1 in duels this year. But Matt, are you really impressed with how Plymouth Regional competed here this evening, and what do they need to improve on going forward early on in the season?
I think a lot of setups and shots. You know, it's the beginning of the year, but you know, just making sure they're not kind of going in on those low ankles or shots right out the whistle without any great setups. Saw a lot of good things from top, and their endurance was pretty good. But it's the beginning of the season. You know, real impressed with the fact that a number of guys bumped up a weight and competed hard the whole time. It didn't use that as an excuse to not be aggressive or not go for it. And they took chances and they were aggressive the whole match despite giving up the weight.
So that's going to do it. We're going to have an interview with Plymouth Regional head coach Randy Clearly in a second, but stay with us. Final score, Plymouth Regional 54, White Mountains 23.
All right, I'm here with Coach Todd Austin, the assistant coach for the Plymouth Wrestling Bobcats. Just wanted to ask a few questions at the end of the match. Really dominant performance. What impressed you most about your performance tonight?
I think we came out strong. We were aggressive. We've been working on scoring more points and having exciting matches for the crowd. Crowd was a little small tonight due to the other event going on, but we always appreciate the support and want to look good for them.
Now, who stood out for you the most tonight of all the wrestlers? A lot of wrestlers bumped up tonight, went up a weight class. Who do you think was kind of the MVP?
I think Hunter Lassard stood out tonight. He had a tough kid in Luke Polio. Was a finalist a couple years back, and up a weight, he handled him pretty well. So that was good. Ethan McDonald at heavyweight got his first win after a year off, but everybody wrestled pretty well tonight.
I agree. Now, is there anything that you think that you could improve on going forward to the next match?
Wrestling, you always can improve, as you know. Our conditioning, we haven't had a good stretch of practices with the weather, and we had a competition canceled. So conditioning and still always being more aggressive.
Now, your opinion on the White Mountains program going forward. Did anything stick out or impress you from their performance?
White Mountains, a couple years ago on the brink of extinction. I know you're a proud alumni up there.
Absolutely.
So they're coming up back. John Austin, their 113-pounder, defending All-State champ. And Luke Bolio, I mentioned earlier. They're building a team around him. They look pretty strong.
All right. Hey, thanks a lot, Coach. Good luck the rest of the season.
All right. Thanks, Matt.